In your own goodness for a second. Yes, those were good decisions to come here today. That was wisdom arising in me when we decided that. Just acknowledge your own wisdom for being here. Now, just wish ourselves well. Just take yourself personally for just a moment. May I be safe and protected. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be healthy and strong. May I live with ease. May I give and receive all the love that I need. No one in this world deserves our own love and our own care more than we do. They don't deserve it any less, but they don't deserve it any more either. And being here is an expression of our self-care. So let's take this metta feeling and let's make that the object of our meditation for a second. The friendliness, the tenderness in our hearts. Just let's focus on that for a second. See if we can't let it fill our entire awareness. That friendliness, that tenderness, that vulnerability. That wish for well for ourselves and others. And let's send that in all directions. To the north. To all two-leggeds and four-leggeds. And winged ones. And finned ones and creepy crawlers. To the north of us. May they all be safe and protected. To the south of us. All the two-legged, all our relatives. The four-legged. All the winged ones. All the creatures to the south of us. May they be protected. May they be well. May they know happiness. Still at our heart center. Still feeling that energetic force. To the west of us. All our relatives. All the men and women and queer gender people. All the animals. All the fish, all the insects, all the waters, all the land. May you know peace and happiness. To the east of us, taking our energetic force at our heart, our loving kindness, our good intention, our sense of connectedness. Sending it to the east. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. May you give and receive love. This is the truth. They say that spacious awareness, when we can pull the weeds of our greed, hatred, and delusion, spacious awareness, one of the fundamental qualities of it is that it is friendly and it is loving. So this is the reality of how things are. We just need to let go of everything that's in front of it. May all beings know peace. May all beings know safety. May all beings awaken to the wisdom of the way things really are. move. So, I'm not sure who's next. So this is what I just did with you was a little something called mindfulness meditation. And I would totally recommend it. It's very good for coming to understand how things really are. And they say there's three ways things really are. One is that everything is changing all the time. We know that, right? But there's a very deep way to understand it besides just blah, blah, blah. Another way things really are is that things are not really that satisfying. We know that. All the money that people have, can anybody ever get enough money? I mean, how could money ever be really satisfying? Because you can never get enough of it, right? I mean, people always have to have more and more and more, so that's not really where it's at. There's really not a lot of peace there. And then the third reality of how things really are is that all our elders who told us that we were really connected, the truth of Omi Takyasin, that's actually not only spirituality, that's physics. That is absolutely how things are. And that's the way science is going. That's the way humanity is going. And you know, you guys, we all should be very happy because we're absolutely on the forefront of that. It has to go that way. There's no other way it can go. So I'm very delighted to be here, and thank you for taking a moment for us to do a ceremony in this way as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Oh, the chair.
Oh, yeah, your chair. At this time, we'd like to ask if Bill Al from Tools for Change should please come forward, share some words with us at this time.
Hi, so this is actually the point where you get to talk to each other. As Chief Darrell Bob spoke to it and Bonnie just spoke to it, we're all connected. And we're connected, and that's our strength for defending the sacred and for accomplishing things in the world. So I'm going to encourage you to find a couple people next to you that you haven't come here with, that you don't know, and just shake their hand for a second. Just find two people. So this is what you really came for, is to talk to each other. So now that you've introduced yourselves to each other, I have two questions for you. And I want you to talk about it amongst yourselves. The first question is, what's a place or a being or a critter that you hold sacred? What's sacred to you? The defense of the sacred is for all things, and it's also for very specific things. So what do you hold sacred? In whatever way that means to you. Talk about it with your friends that you just met. And the second question is, what are you called to do in this moment in defense of the sacred? And we'll take about 15 minutes, and we'll do a drum roll or do something to try to call you back, because now that we had you all quiet, now you're going to want to talk all the rest of the afternoon, but we don't have that. So take about 15 minutes and share the time with each other, so to really delve into what's sacred for you, and what are you called to do at this moment? What are you called to in defense of the sacred? Yes? Have that.
That's true, but it would be, yeah, in a way that but I think there are a lot of things who would rather try to be there rather than being understand.
Oh yeah, I'd get with Sweetwater. She's running the show. You just avoid. Can we get everybody back now, please? Gather back around over here. I know you guys are in some good discussions right now, but let's pull it all back in and continue this day on.
So I couldn't help but notice the land that we're sitting on right here. And when we turn around and we look at all these things that are around us, they're the legacy of the toxic past. This land is polluted because of the energy that was going to Seattle 100 years ago or 80 years ago. And so when we do this work on this land, we're also doing some healing here. And I just wanted to acknowledge that that's part of what's going on here. So I hope you had some good conversations, and we're on with the show.
All right, thank you. So we have everybody back together. We're going to do a water blessing ceremony at this time. So those of you that brought your water, it's time to get it out. If Sweetwater could come over here real quick and I chat with you real fast and figure this out while everybody's getting their stuff gathered up, their water and whatnot. So we have a game plan on how this water ceremony is going to work. We've asked my sister Alyssa Old Coyote to pray at this time with the water. Just a little bit about my sister. Her husband is a roadman in the Native American church. They follow the medicine way, and she prays with this water every time they have ceremony. She prays with the grandmother and the grandfather, you know, and so we want to ask her at this time to come forward, and we're going to perform this water ceremony, but we're going to ask everybody to go down to the bottom level down here to the water, and then Alyssa is going to go down there and do her thing. But each and every one of you have teachings. Each and every one of you come from your own ways and from your own beliefs like that, and the way I was brought up, there's no right or wrong way to pray. You know, your connection with the Creator, your connection with grandmother is yours. So we're asking you that you pray in your way with this water. And you think about your families, or however it is that you're going to pray like this. That's how we want you to do it. And my sister, she prays in her own way too. So she's going to go down to the water, and then she's going to pray like that. And we're going to ask that each and every one of you pray with her. And, you know, and we'll do it like that. So if everybody will go down there, we'll start this off, and we're going to sing a song during this time. So, Aho, thank you. Thank you. I haven't known this person. Yeah. So everybody go down to the water with your water. Sacred water, we're going to go down there too.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to start singing our song. And however you feel in your heart and whatever your spirit tells you to do with this water, you do that. Aho. Let's do something.